Hi guys, so we have some good news. We have bought our first home. Way! Up until now we had been renting with our other house, and about 7 or 8 months ago I think I tweeted something like, we bought a house, because I was a bit naive and thought that if you put an offer in on a house and it's accepted that it's as simple as that. But that house ended up all falling through, and we went through a few months of thinking we'd never be able to own a house because both Andrew and I are self-employed. And anyone who's out there who's self-employed will know how difficult it is to try and get a mortgage, especially when there's two of us. But anyway, managed to do it. We now have a mortgage and we have bought a home and we've moved in. I didn't really want to say anything about the whole, like, we've bought a house, we put a bid in or anything like that, really up until the day we got our keys, because I kept thinking it was going to fall through just as it had the last time. So I was really nervous, but thankfully it's all come together, and we have now moved in. It ended up happening quite quickly. Well, the whole process was a couple of months, but we exchanged last Monday, and then we completed on the Friday, and then we moved out of our other house after the weekend, so on Monday. So we're now the following Saturday. So we've been in the new house for 5 days, and everything's a bit up in the air. There's lots still to be done. I mean, it's our first home, so obviously it's not a mansion. We've definitely downsized from where we lived before, but you know, we own it. We own a house. So I'm just so happy. But yeah, there's a lot of work to be done. But I'll show you a little bit of a tour around it anyway, of the downstairs. Anyway, the upstairs is too much of a mess, but I can show you a little bit of a tour. It is very much a work in progress. It's a complete state. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess, but here is a little tour of our new house. So when you come through the front door, this is the little hallway bit, and we just had a big, we had a carpenter around yesterday to fit a cupboard, basically to put in all our clothes and shoes and our coats and things, so that they weren't just going to be lying around. It's only a little hallway, so but we just thought that would be handy, so we've now got that done. But we need to paint that, also change that light. Yesterday I was stripping, there was a border on there, but it's left a bit of old paper, so need to paint that. Then this is into the living room, which we have managed to paint. That was one of the first things we did. So we painted, and the dado rail used to be dark brown, but we painted that white. And Sophia has discovered a mandolin, haven't you, honey? So she's playing with that. And then, yeah, so this is the living room. We've only got one curtain up at the moment. We still need to put lots of stuff on the walls, change the light, add a few more bits. It's all a bit bare, but we've got the sofa and things in. And then we currently just have what used to be in our bedroom sitting as like a sideboard. Honey, can you just leave that for a wee sec? And yeah, so everything's still a bit of a mess. There's the steamer there that we were using to take off like the wallpaper. Some cards saying new home, yay! And yeah, through then from the living room into the room of mess, the kitchen diner. So as you can see, everything's a complete state. We've been painting these walls as well. Need to do something about this coloured radiator, but we will do that at some stage. And the washer, dryer and dishwasher were delivered yesterday, but they all need to be plumbed in. And the stairs, we have a rather random staircase, but yeah, we'll do something about that probably eventually, but for now we're just gonna keep it, and we need to paint all that dark wood. And then here's the kitchen, which we love the big cooker that came with it, which was handy. And it's all a bit of a mess. We've got all our black goods and fun stuff like that. So that's the kitchen. And then this room here, the conservatory, will be Sophia's playroom eventually, but at the moment it's just like the room of mess. I did try and make it a playroom the other day and put some alphabet tiles down, but now when we had the carpenter around the other day, they also did a bit of painting, so we had to shove everything in here, and then out to our little garden, and then our garage, and there's a little carport there as well. It kind of goes around the side a little bit. So yeah, it's a bit dinky compared to what we had been renting before, where we had a big country house with 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms, and now it's a 3-bed, oh the light's quite darkening, it's now a 3-bed end of terrace and yeah, 1 bathroom. But as I said, we own it and we're just really happy, and it's in such a lovely area, and the people around here have been so nice. We've had Christmas cards from the neighbours, everyone stops and says hello. The school that hopefully Sophia will go to in a couple of years or in a year and a half, is literally the next street, and it's a really good school. So in terms of all the practicalities and the area and the community, I'm really excited, and Sophia's already in the preschool now, just around the corner. So we're so excited, and I'm really happy to be here. I mean, it is a complete state. We have so much work to do, and what I'll try and do is do another little update whenever we've actually sort of completed it, or semi-completed it. But it's 5 days before Christmas. We have no Christmas decorations. Everything's a bit mental. I haven't even thought about wrapping or anything, so it's been madness. Remind me to never move house just before Christmas and when I'm 8 months pregnant ever again, because it's been a bit of a nightmare. But we're in now, we're settled, and yeah, we'll finish off a few wee bits tonight, and then I'll do a wee update in a while to show you what the house looks like in a couple of weeks, when hopefully it'll be a bit more finished and we'll not be living in constant mess.